Well, thanks for staying with us. With school out, many parents are looking for ways to keep their children occupied. Throughout the summer, I'll be bringing you a series of stories about museums around the region that are great for day trips. One such excursion is just minutes from BWI Thurgood Marshall Airport. It's called the National Electronics Museum, and this morning I got a chance to tour the facility. Built in the 1970s, it was originally called the Westinghouse Corporation Museum. Today, it's known as the National Electronics Museum, a site that houses the history of defense electronics.
The museum is broken into different galleries. We have a gallery that's dedicated to radar. One of them is military communications. One of them is electronic countermeasures, which is how to defeat radar and radio. We have another gallery on on electrical optical, like infrared.
In this particular display, you can see the differences between infrared and black and white images. For example, in this particular piece of plastic, when I touch my hand right here in the black and white image, you really can't see much, but in the infrared, you can see the heat from my hand. Walk through the facility and you'll learn how neon signs have been replaced by LEDs, see a World War II mock-up of a radar station, or learn how radar used to shoot down German bombers has been repurposed to manufacture microwave ovens. These modern radar displays show how there are no longer moving parts and how everything has become miniaturized.
We have a lot of hands-on displays, and they're really based on 19th century experiments that were done in electricity and magnetism. So there's a lot of interactive stuff that people can do. It's not just looking at old stuff.
The electronic warfare industry is still centered in the Baltimore area, even as it advances to cyber warfare. In this gallery, you see instruments used to jam enemy communications. The people who engage in the field are called Old Crows, and we're actually meeting at the museum as we toured. There is also a sonar technology section, which includes this X-Bot used to film underwater sequences of the movie Titanic.
Here's the opening to our new space gallery, and it just touches on some of the aspects of satellite technology. When we're watching sports, that information is going through a satellite. When we want to see weather, that's going through a satellite. When we communicate with one another, when we navigate, all that information is given to us through satellite technology. So we have examples of early satellite technology from the 1960s. We have Echo, Transit, and Telstar. Now over my shoulder here, you'll see an actual one-to-one scale model of the Boeing 70P SP satellite. This is actually the smallest satellite that Boeing manufactures now, and you can see how much larger it is than some of the satellites from the 1960s.
The museum includes a research library open to the general public. And the $500,000 Space Gallery opens on July 1st. An exhibit with artifacts from Thomas Edison's lab is scheduled to open in September.